So we're doing kettlebell total body Tabata. So Matt, kettlebell, and you should be good to rock and roll. All right, I'm going to turn up the music. We'll get our warm up going. I don't want to talk to anybody this morning. Bad timing. Oh, the United States is calling you guys. All right. Well, let's rock and roll with the warm up. It's not time to play this one. It's not time to play. Alright, so we are definitely going total body this morning. And we're just going to play around with the kettlebell a bunch. We're going to add some variety, so if that otherwise won't die. We are going to alternate between 2 exercises each round, but there's going to be some variety in there. So just expect to have to change things up a little bit here and there, just to keep your mind engaged and ask a little bit more of those muscles on this Monday morning. Light on the toes, arms all the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right into those butt kicks. Heels all the way up. Light on the toes here again, and just let the body sort of loosen up. Let those arms drop a little bit. Try to breathe out as those toes touch down. A little rapid fire breathing here. Just looking to loosen everything up for 3, 2, and 1. All right, go ahead and slow it down into those high kicks. Start to stretch out the hamstrings. And getting those toes nice and high. She's growling right now at the little end piece that locks in weights under the end of the bar, like it's her tennis ball under the or something like that. Which means that sometime this week I'm going to come down here and it's going to be a chewed up blob of plastic. Yay! Alright, let's go 3. Let's go 2. 1 more each side. And then knees to chest. Draw that knee in. Big open. And drop, plant the foot on the ground before you draw the knee up to the chest. So you're starting to feel super steady in that hold and able to get the most out of this stretch as possible. Just do 1 more each side. Big open and drop. Shoulders stay down and back here. Big open and drop. Shake the legs up. Nice wide stance. Arms up and out to the side and start with those gentle pulls. As your obliques and shoulders start to loosen up, you're going to get a little bit deeper into that stretch, pulling through the fingertips, but keeping the hands and shoulders nice and high. Let's go for 3. Big pull. Up through the center, over for 2. Again, up through the center, big pull to the left. Square the hips off and right into those toe touches. To start it off, you just want to bring that opposite shoulder down to the opposite leg. Butt pushes right back out behind you. And then we're going to switch up a little bit the way we get into that next stretch. So you're going to continue with these touchdowns, and all you're going to do is as you bring, let's say, your right hand into that left leg, you're going to bend the left leg a little bit and bend into it. Draw your butt over just a bit, up through the center. Left hand down to the right toe and bend just a little bit, up through the center. So you're going to bend at the knee, but you're also going to sort of knock the butt to one side to get a little bit more stretch through the inner thighs. And also, just as importantly, just start to sort of wake up to what your body's doing and you feeling like you're in control here. Let's go 3. Up to the top. Let's go down for 2. And last reach here. And again, up to the top. Keep the feet right where they are. Big deep breath in. Reach for the ceiling. Stretch the spine. Push your butt back behind you and reach for the floor. And you're just going to move through some soft knees here. So no big bend. You're going to right knee, left. Just nice and gentle here. You're not even really getting into that side lunge. I want you to focus on pushing your butt back behind you and just stretching through those hamstrings and upper thighs. Here we go. 3, 2. Oh my God, I haven't heard this song in a long time. And 1. Straight legs. Walk those toes in, heels in, toes and heels. Roll the shoulders up towards the ceiling. And big shoulder rolls back behind you. All right. Crisscross those arms here. Loosen everything up. Get the blood flowing. So like I said, total body to body. And we're going Tabata. And we're going kettlebell style. So single kettlebell will get you all the way through. And as I said, I'm going to add some variety in there. If any of the variations throw you off a little bit, just go back to the first one and stick with the tried and true, okay? So we're going to start with kettlebell swings and single-sided rows. So these are going to be bent over rows. So we're going to hit total body in the first round. These kettlebell swings, we're only going up to shoulder height. Remember, it's going to start with that hinge back, tight core, straight back, and up to shoulder height. So kettlebells in hand. Here we go. So, lock in that core right from the get-go. Tuck the tailbone. We're going 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Hinge back to the waist. And then you're going to draw those hips forward, squeezing the glutes as you go, and bring that weight up to shoulder height. And use this first round to really start connecting to the muscles, feeling strong, and feeling in control. 2, and 1. All right, quick break here. We're going to slow it down into a single-sided row. So, kettlebells in the right hand. Hinge back at the waist. Here we go. Keep the elbow nice and tight to the body this time through. If you want to steady yourself and straighten out your torso, you can put the left hand on the left leg. Otherwise, just hold nice and steady. 5 more seconds. Squeeze at the top. 2, and 1. Stand up nice and tall. All right. If it feels comfortable and the weight isn't too heavy, we're going to go single-sided swings. So keep that kettlebell in the right hand. Here we go. If the weight is too heavy for a single-sided swing, just go back to the OG movement, both hands on the handle. And don't lose sight of that form, right? Your butt is still pushing back behind you. Squeeze the glutes and draw the hips forward. 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it in and switching sides. Kettlebell goes to the left hand. We're going to go row, and then we're going to go single-sided swing. So, hinge at the hips. Get nice and low and keep that elbow nice and tight to the body. Squeeze at the top. Yeah, awesome. And remember, you want to think long neutral spine here. So sort of drawing the shoulders are down and back, but the head is drawn forward for that nice long spine. Boom. There it is. Stand up nice and tall. Keep the kettlebell in that left hand. We're going for single-sided swings here in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Push the butt back behind you. At this point, you should be feeling those hamstrings. Lower back is awake. Shoulders and back. Here we go. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Kettlebell goes over to the right side again. This time with these rows, take it nice and wide. So the elbow pulls out to the side, not tucked in tight to the body. Here we go. Out to the side and draw it in. Nothing changes with the torso. You might feel as if that kettlebell is sort of crossing your body a little bit. That's okay. As you bring it down in front. Still want that slight pause at the top just to know that you're in control. 2, and 1. Stand up nice and tall. Both hands on that kettlebell. Let's go back to that first swing that we did. Nice and controlled. 2, and 1. Let's go. Tension on the glutes. Nice straight lower back. And the core stays engaged all the way through. Let's get that heart rate up just a little bit here. There's some power swings. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. All right, kettlebell over to the left hand. Last 20-second work interval of this first circuit. Take it nice and wide. Hinge at the hips. Here we go. And again, you don't necessarily need to pause at the top, but you need to feel like you could. That's the kind of control that you are looking for. And if you feel like you're losing that control, tuck the elbow back in. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Kettlebell down. Stand up nice and tall and shake those hamstrings out. We've been in that hinge for a little while now. Grab some water. All right. We're 1 in. Hopefully the whole body's feeling awake right now. Ooh, okay. So we're going to do another upper-lower kind of situation here. I want you to, you know the first one. We're going to do those push presses. One side and then the other. But I want to show you the second exercise. We're going to do a deadlift, but we're going to do a deadlift pop. We're going to make this a little bit of a cardio exercise. So this isn't that pure straight leg deadlift. Same idea. Feet planted, shoulder width apart. You're going to hinge back, but there's going to be a slight bend at the knees here. So that's that deadlift. As you stand up nice and tall, pop. So again, boom and pop, okay? If that pop feels uncomfortable or you feel like you're losing your form, just go with the deadlift, okay? So we're not even starting there. We're starting with the push press, but I just wanted you guys to know what we were getting into after that 10-second rest. So, dumbbell in the right hand to get us started. You're going to be in that front load position. So, elbow to the front, tucked in nice and tight to the body. Kettlebell on the outside of the arm. Here we go. Slight bend and push up through the ceiling. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, nice. And push that kettlebell straight up through the ceiling. So, the palm rotates forward. You walk that elbow out. This is that really strong push. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're going into that deadlift pop. If you're more comfortable just doing the deadlift this first time through, that's totally fine. Feet are shoulder width apart. Here we go. Down for the dead and pop. Yep. So that kettlebell gently taps down. Remember, this is a hip hinge again, so the butt's pushing back behind you. Yeah. Nice. Excellent. 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. That's a special kind of burn that brings on. All right, let's load up on the left side. Again, elbow to the front, kettlebell rests on the back, the outside of the forearm. 2, and 1. Let's go. This circuit is a pairing of 2 powerful exercises, so hopefully it really brings on a little bit more of a cardio workout for you. 5 seconds. All the way through. Come on, push. 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. All right, bring it back into the center. We're going for those deadlift pops. Push the butt back out behind you. Nice strong core. 2, and 1. Let's go. Boom, and pop. Yeah. Very rarely do our plyometric movements focus on hamstrings, but that's exactly what this is doing. That's that special burn. Come on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up nice and tall. That's halfway through the round. Load back up on the right side. Nice strong pushes here all the way up through the ceiling. In 2, and 1. Let's go. Keeping the hips and shoulders nice and level. Remember, you want your lower body to help you here. So if you're getting so much power that your heels sort of come just up off the mat, you're good to go. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Quick little break here. Deadlift pop. Nothing changes here. Stick with it. Super strong. 2, and 1. Let's go. Hinge back and pop. Yeah. Like to see some air there. Nice. Excellent. As always, the back stays super straight. Push the butt back behind you. All the way through that buzzer. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Hopefully the quads and the hamstrings are feeling it right now. I know mine are. Load up on the left side. Last minute of this circuit. 2, and 1. Let's go. Keep the arm nice and close to the body, even as you press up. There's that twist, right? That little corkscrew movement. That's so the shoulder stays protected and the weight stays directly above the shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Here we go. 20 seconds to go. This is that last big push with these deadlift pops. Here we go. Deep breath in. 2, and 1. Let's go. Deadlift. Yeah, nice. Deadlift form is on point. Come on. Stick with it all the way through. We've got 10 seconds to go. I promise we will take a break. 5, 4, fight it. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Kettlebells to the side. Definitely grab some water and definitely keep the legs moving. This is definitely one where you want to shake those legs out. No pure pauses in rounds. Woo. So, 2 in, 3 to go. We're going to bring in the core a little bit more. We're going to go figure 8. And then our second exercise is going to be a squat. And that's where we're going to play with a little bit of variety, okay? So the figure 8, starting here, thread through the legs, up to the top. That's not going to change. Takes enough mind power to do that anyways. It's our squat that's going to change, okay? So, kettlebell up. Remember, your starting position is with the handle in your right or left hand, balance on the other side. Here we go. Keys here, tight core, straight back. Don't lose sight of that. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Thread, and back up to your center. For me, the hardest part about this exercise at the get-go is figuring out how far apart my legs are supposed to be. Here we go. Tight core, wake everything up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. First squat exercise, narrow stance. So the feet come under the hips. You're pushing that back out behind you. Sitting low. Here we go. Sit low and push right back up through the top. Your goal here is to let those quads know that they're working hard. You'll know. They'll know. Everybody knows. Here we go. 5, 4. Get that butt low. 3. Nice. 2, and 1. Stand up nice and tall and shake the legs out. All right. Back to those figure 8s. Load up. Solid stance. Straight back. Let's go. Yep. Awesome. Forces your brain to stay connected. If you forget that you're doing this exercise, that kettlebell's going to break something behind you. Come on. Lock in that core strength. You'll feel it. Let's go. 2, and 1. Bring it in. All right. We're going to go wide. You can go goblet squat hold or arms straight down, depending on how strong those arms are feeling right now. Wide stance. Toes out to the side. Let's go. Butt gets low, but chest stays tall. We've got 10 seconds to go. The glutes are starting to come into play with these squats. 3, 2, and 1. Stand up nice and tall. All right, halfway through it, halfway through the entire workout. Load up for figure 8s. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Thread through. Yeah, awesome. And again, right from the get-go, pay attention to how strong you're holding that back, how tight you're focusing in on that core. It makes a difference. 5, 4, right through the buzzer. Come on, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. I want your right foot just in front of the left. That's how we're squatting. Kettlebell up. 2, and 1. Here we go. Squat it back and push it nice and tall. Don't worry about that getting that bow. Blah, blah, blah. Apparently these ones are tough. Here we go. Don't worry about getting the butt lower than normal. Just pay attention to good form. 3, 2, and 1. Stand up nice and tall, you guys. We have 60 seconds to go. Load that kettlebell up. Last set of figure 8s. In 3, in 2, and 1. Let's go. Don't forget about what you're doing. You're putting in the time. You're putting in the effort. Lock in that form. Lock in that mind-muscle connection so you get everything you possibly can out of it. We've got 5 seconds to go. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. All right. Left foot just in front of the right. Balance everything out here. Kettlebells up. 2, and 1. Let's go. Just a slight change of foot stance. Varies which muscles activate when, how much work they have to do, and where your focus is. Here we go. 3, 2, last rep, and 1. Stand up nice and tall, kettlebell to the side. Grab some water, take a breather, and then make sure your mat is set up because we are heading down to the mat to start off this next circuit. Woo! Bring that kettlebell with you. Okay, so we're going to play with 2 exercises here. I would call this the that sort of burnout round. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do push-ups. We're going to do deficit push-ups, though. So that kettlebell, I like to have it on its side, handle away from me. You're going to start with one hand on the kettlebell and one to the side. Push up. Walk the hands over 1 and 2, so the opposite hand on, and push up. If you feel like you're losing form, knees drop to the ground, okay? Exercise 2. We're going burpee row. So once again, really relying on that nice strong back and strong core. Burpee, no push up on that one, into an upright row, okay? So, mat's on the ground, kettlebell lying flat on the mat. Let's rock and roll into this first set of push-ups. Oh, we have company. Good timing, Leilani. Great timing. All right, here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for it. Push up. Walk the hands over to the other side and push up. You're going to feel the work sort of transfer one side to the next. Keep the toes locked in place. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. Right side that kettlebell, we're going burpee row. I'm going to start with the row just because we're here. So, we're going upright row, kettlebell down, hands to the side, pop out to a plank, and right back into that upright row. But stay slow on that plank. Lock in form. Body's getting tired here. This is the 4th round. 2, and 1. Kettlebell lays flat. Quick little break, and into those push-ups. I told you this is that big round, that burnout round. Here we go. Push up. Walk it over to the side, and push up. Again, if you feel like you're losing form, all I want you to do is drop those knees, keep that straight line, and into that push-up. Just as low. Stick with it. You got this. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. Stand up nice and tall. Quick transitions here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Row into that burpee form, that plank form. Pop those feet all the way back behind you. We're getting a little bit of a frogger in here too, getting those feet on the outside of the kettlebell. So you're set up and in position. Come on, 2, and 1. Whoo! All right, kettlebell down. Halfway through this round. This is that beast mode round. We've got this. 2, and 1. Here we go. Use the switching of sides as a little bit of a break. Take your time. Get those push-ups in only when you feel super strong and ready for it. Don't rush it. 2, and 1. Woo! Felt that last one. All right, here we go. In for some burpees here. Let's start with that row. Tuck the tailbone. 2, and 1. Upright row. Hands down. Pop it back. We're want to keep that body rocking all the way through. Heart rate's up. Whole body is feeling this exercise. Come on. Stick with it. 2 and 1. Knees down. We have one more time through each of these exercises. That's 20-second circuits. You've got this. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Walk it over. Keeping it super strong all the way through. This is it. Last set of these push-ups. Stick with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! That was a push-up, that last one. All right, here we go. Last set. Row to burpees. Promise this is the burnout round. Here we go. Whew. If your heart rate is kicking on high, great. It's going to have to recover all day long. This is where that protein post-workout comes into play. Get those muscles to work with. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Drop the kettlebell. We're going to take a real deal break here. Whew. All right. I'm breathing hard. Hopefully you are breathing hard, but you still got a little juice left. We're on the mat for the entire last round here. Grab some water, catch your breath a little bit, and then hit the mat. Here's what we're looking at. We're going plank pulls. You guys know the deal with this one. High plank, pull the kettlebell one side to the other. From there, you're going to drop down to the ground. You're going to hold that kettlebell in front just for support, and you're going to flutter kick Superman style. All right, so one last hit on the glutes, hamstrings, and lower back. This is really a total body combo here, okay? So, kettlebells on the mat. One last deep breath in. Let's rock and roll through this last circuit. Here we go. We're going to start with that high plank kettlebell pull. Everybody up. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Whether that kettlebell stays flat on the mat, whatever your comfort zone is here. All I want is to make sure those hips and shoulders stay facing the mat and that butt stays low. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax. Kettlebell to the ground. Get ready for those Superman flutter kicks. So go ahead and hold the kettlebell for support. Lift the legs up and flutter kicks. Little movements here. Super locked in on the squeeze through the hamstrings, up to the glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax. Back into that plank position. It's a funny exercise. Feels like nothing until about halfway through, and all of a sudden you know you're there. Here we go. Everybody up. Let's rock and roll. Kettlebell pulls. And again, whichever method works for you, as long as you can keep those hips and shoulders facing the mat and your abs engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Knees touch down. Kettlebell down. In for those Supermans. You're going to squeeze all the way from the calves up the hamstrings. Here we go. Up to the glutes. Little flutter kicks. Little kicks here. Keep it rapid though. Again, mind stays engaged. Move all the way through that timer. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax. Leave the kettlebell where it is. We're going to go for alternating hand taps instead of pulls this time. So, up in that high plank position, butts down, tap the handle right in front of you, and right back down to the ground. Again, no change in the focus, right? Hips and shoulders stay pointed at the ground, butt stays low, and core stays engaged. Squeeze those ab muscles all the way through. 3, 2, and 1. Body all the way down to the mat, getting ready for those Superman flutters. Here we go. 4, 3, get ready to squeeze, 2 and 1 and lift. Make sure those knees, I just kicked the bell. Knees are up off the ground. We're almost through to the end, so these last little movements, you really have to lock in your focus to keep the form on point. 2 and 1, relax. All right, here we go. This brings us to 60 seconds left. Back into that high plank position. Squeeze the abs the whole time. Here we go. Rock and roll. Butt stays low. Shoulders stay stacked over those wrists. Tap and down. Keep the body moving all the way through. Heart rate's up just a little bit here from all the work and the little rest. 2 and 1. Knees down, hips down. Here we go. Last set of these flutter kicks. And then we're going to stretch it out from the mat. 2 and 1. Squeeze and lift. Little flutters. Taking those deep breaths in. Squeeze from the calves all the way up the hamstrings to the glutes and lower back. We got this. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax the whole body. Hands to the mat and push it back over those heels into child's pose. Nicely done here. Let's stretch it out now. Kicked butt this morning. That whole body should be feeling the burn. Go ahead and sit it back. Deep breaths in. Long, slow exhales. We're going to do a little bit of an offset child's pose here. So all I want you to do is walk the right hand over to the right side, and then the left hand meets it, so it's going to stretch a little bit more. And all I want you to do is, as you exhale, you're going to tilt towards that right shoulder, the left shoulder, over to the left pinky, and then back to the center. Three, 2, and 1. Walk those hands back to the center. And then over to the other side. So step the left hand out, the right hand reaches to meet it. And again, as you exhale, you're just going to gently roll towards that right shoulder just a bit, onto the right pinky, and back to the center. Hitting that turn as you breathe out. 3, 2, 1, and then back to the center. Hands flat on the mat. You're going to draw the hips forward all the way through and drop them gently towards the mat into that cobra pose. Pull those shoulder blades down towards your back pockets and lift the chin here. Go ahead and close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. Feeling that heart rate approach normal. Draw those hips up and back over the knees. Readjust in tabletop so that you're comfortable. And then take that deep breath in and round the back up to the ceiling. Tuck the chin. And as you exhale, tilt the hips forward and draw the belly button towards the mat. Gently moving between these two poses. Thinking about the space that you're creating between the vertebrae. And then stretching those abs right back out. Let's go one more time through each pose. And then find that neutral spine again. Step it out into that high plank position. And walk the hands 1, 2 steps towards the toes into downward dog. And if it feels comfortable, go ahead and add that pedal in. So bend the right knee And then switch sides. Left knee bends, right leg straightens. Feeling that stretch, shift from side to side. Hitting the calves, hitting the hamstrings, stretching out the muscles that we just spent those flutter kicks, consciously contracting and working hard. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs. And then walk the toes towards your hands into that forward fold. When you're ready, roll those shoulders up towards the ceiling and big shoulder rolls back behind you. Nice workout, you guys. Happy Monday!